Hi, how are you? How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Just remembering a little bit of my English classes. How have you been? I hope everything is as good as possible. Me, I just wanted to check in a little bit, have a little chit chat, and I wanted to try to do it in English because for me, when ASM artists try or speak other language that's not their native one, it gives me a lot of tingles. A lot of tingles, and I hope that this is going to be the case for you. Anyways, I had a really hectic week. Fortunately, I had a lot of work. I don't know if I have told you, but I am a dubbing actress here in Mexico. So my day divides, or it's about my callings. I have a series of callings, and I go, from one to another. Some days are very, very calm, and I have like one or two, a couple of callings, and that's it. And those days are very calm, but also a little bit boring. And other days, like this week, it's pretty packed. So I had like, fortunately, tons of callings because as a freelance artist, the more work I have, the more income there is. So, also, I really, really love my job, so I don't mind being on callings all day because it's really fun and I really love my job. But this week was pretty crazy, and I was doing just fine. You know, that's why that's why I kind of wanted, to talk to you, to vent a little bit, and might as well do it in a really, really soft manner. Because for me, when the ASM artists speak like this and they're just like, talking, it's really relaxing. So I wanted to try this format. Also, I'm sorry if you hear some neighborly action, or maybe you hear my cats, playing around. Anyways, this is a more casual format, so excuse me if it's not really polished, I guess. Anyways, as I was saying, I had a crazy week and I was really excited and I was doing really well the first days. But at the middle of the week, I had one day that it was literally packed. I started my day from, I think it was 10 a.m. I was ending my day, I think 6 o'clock. And you might say, well, that's just normal. But actually, I finished a little bit later. So my morning was kind of calm. I had a few callings, but they were more on the short callings. I think the longest of that first group of callings was 45 minutes. And so I was like, okay, everything's going fine. I was a little bit tired because the days prior I also had like tons of callings, which I'm really grateful for. But the day before, I think it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. That it was like this day that it was not my best day, and I ended the day feeling not so great. But well, I'll get to that. As I was saying, the night of Thursday, I didn't have a good night's sleep. Actually, I had one of the most crappy nights. I was just rolling on my bed, thinking about life and crisis and what am I gonna do with my life? You know, all that jazz that we anxious people tend to ramble on in our own heads. So I couldn't sleep. I think I kind of, my body just gave up to exhaustion. I think it was like 2 a.m. or something like that. And it was like, Annie, you have to go to bed because tomorrow you have a pretty packed day. And I was like, please go to bed, please, please sleep. So I finally was able to kind of sleep. And I got up really early because I wanted to take a shower and, you know, everything. And everything was going kind of fine until afternoon when I was like, okay, I have 2 more callings and then I have a more lengthy one. I think it was like 3 hours. 3 hours? Yes, it was 3 hours. And I think it was a really bad idea to be like kind of dreading it. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna end this and then I'm gonna go to the next one and then it comes the big one. And I was like, God, I'm so tired. I was having like the exhaustion, you know, the yeah, when you don't sleep well and all of a sudden you feel like all of your energy draining. Oh my God. Like into oblivion. And I was at that point that I was feeling like really, really tired. My eyes were itching like crazy because I was so sleepy. But I was like, okay, you just need, you know, to freshen up, drink some water, maybe have something sweet, you know, to kind of wake up. So I did, you know, I went to the bathroom, I rinsed my face, you know, I splashed my face with water and then I, you know, kind of like wake up. I had, I think I bought some candy, you know, to kind of wake up. And I think in that moment that I was like, oh, here it comes, the long calling. That's when the battle was already lost. So I go in with my calling and everything was just, you know, fine. My director was a sweetheart. The engineer was good, but I could sense that he was not having a great day either. So I was like, okay, you better concentrate because sometimes when the team is not like either the director or the engineer, which is the director is there, you know, to direct you, and then there's the engineer, the sound engineer that operates the computer and the DAW. Well, you know, the sound program, the audio program. It's there, you know, like operating the whole thing. And if one of them it's not having a good day, and you're not having a good day, and it's just it can go kind of bad. Anyways, I went in. I saw the operator was having like a kind of a crappy mood, but I was like, okay, let's do this. Everything was kind of fine for the first 30 minutes, but then I started to stutter like there was no tomorrow. I couldn't get any word. Well, not any word, but I was really like struggling to get the words out of my mouth. And so I started to get really nervous and I started to be really anxious about like, oh my God, it's taking me longer to finish this calling. And I'm already seeing that one of the team members is not having like great energy either. Maybe he didn't have a good night's sleep. I don't know. My director was like very sweet and very comprehensive. And she was like, okay, let's watch again the whole scene, because when you're dubbing, you have like your screen and your script, and you see the video or the movie or the whatever content you're dubbing, and you have like a chance to rehearsal everything. You read the script, you watch the little character moving its mouth, doing its thing, and you're like, oh, okay, it's about this. I'm gonna have to put this energy, basically acting whatever the character is going through. And she was like, okay, maybe we can do another rehearsal so you can, get it right this time. And it was like, oh my God, so ashamed, so nervous. I was really feeling really bad, because I was like, because of me, we're taking longer, because I cannot concentrate, because my brain just stopped braining. The really bad thing started when I hear the engineer going like, here we go again. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was really ashamed. I was really mortified that I wasn't being able to do my freaking job. And I could feel the mood changing, especially from the operator. He was kind of like not having it. I really can't blame him, because I was really, really, really not it. You know, I think I usually am kind of fast. I tend to do my callings in the time they are scheduled, but that day I was not. I was just, my brain just like, and so he was being. He already had like a bad day. I think he said something about it, and that's why I felt like more pressure to be like, okay, don't make this day crappier, or this end of the day crappier than it already is. And I was really trying, and I was really trying, but there was a time that when frustration and anxiety and everything just kind of made a horrible aura, that my voice just disconnected from my emotions. Like, even my director was like, you're sounding kind of flat. Are you okay? Do you want to open the door and, get some fresh air and, breathe? Maybe go and get a glass of water, something like that. And I was like, no, no, no. This is the last stretch. I can do it. And that was one of my other many mistakes, because when you're in the recording booth for an extended period of time, the air starts to get thicker, very thick, and it gets really steamy, because there can be any vents or any windows, because it has to be sealed for the sound to be like pristine, you know. So the oxygen gets kind of iffy, you know. I mean, like, I've heard stories of other actors and, other times that have passed out because the air gets so dense inside of the recording booth. And that, my friend, was another mistake of mine because the air was so thick that I was getting like sleepy or more like drowsy, I don't know. And so I was like stubborn, like, no, we can keep on going. I'm okay. I just need to, shake this weird thing out of my system. I should have taken the break. Anyway, I finally mustered enough concentration because I was having like a shot of adrenaline because of the stress to continue the work and do it in a more better way. But I could feel like my director was not like really satisfied, but she was really comprehensive. She was like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna get anything more from her because she already sounds tired. She is stuttering a lot. She it's not at her best. And I felt really bad, because I really wanted to, I always want to do a good job and do the best I can. But sometimes your body, your mind, it's not there. And so I did my best. We finished it. I think we finished like at 7 p.m. And I was like so mortified. Like, I'm so sorry that I made you guys stay an hour later. And she was like, you know what? This calling was going to be divided into this day we were going to do, most of the chapter, and tomorrow you had another calling of a 1 hour so we could finish everything. You finish everything today, so you don't have to come tomorrow. And I was like, oh, well, I don't feel that bad. I thought I was, I don't know. I felt kind of relief. Anyways, the thing is that sometimes you are not having a good day. You're just having your own issues. But that day was like, I don't know, I just felt bad. I was kind of compromising the quality. I'm sorry, my English is very rusty. The quality of the work, and I just felt bad. I just felt like, I don't know. But I try not to be too hard on myself because I tend to do that. And as a New Year's resolution, I don't want to be that cruel to myself. So I don't know. I just wanted to tell you about it and just chat a little bit. I know we all have our own issues, but I don't know. I just feel that this is like a really powerful tool to communicate and to keep in touch and to kind of make a community. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So if you have a crappy day like mine, just don't be hard on yourself. There's already a lot going on in the world for you to also be, like beating yourself up. So let's not do that. And just tell me, what do you do when you have like a not so great day? Do you also talk to somebody? Do you listen to ASMR? Um, do you listen to the music? Do you have any hobbies? For me, well, it's this talking to you, to my close people, and also making music because I'm also in a band. um, so those are like my ways of just trying to not get caught up in this kind of things. But anyway, thank you for listening to me just talk and talk and talk. Um, I hope this was, I don't know, at least kind of relaxing. Let me know if you'd like to know more about this aspect of my life, or I can do, just the regular videos that I've been doing. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. Um, I I hope you have a nice day, night, or whatever you're watching this. And nos vemos una próxima vez. Te mando muchos besitos. Bye.